Hello and welcome to this week's Midweek Reflection. And this is a reading from the Celtic Book of Daily Prayer, which seems so apt for the way I'm feeling, and maybe other people may be feeling this too, that it's very a distracting time and it's difficult to focus on what we might want to do or feel we should be doing, or just difficulties in maybe achieving what we set out to do. So this is from the Aidan readings. The problem is how to remain in the midst of the distractions of the life, how to remain balanced, no matter what centrifugal forces tend to pull one off centre. How to remain strong, no matter what shocks come in at the periphery and tend to crack the hub of the wheel. What is the answer? There is no easy answer, no complete answer. I have only clues, shells from the sea. One answer, and perhaps a first step, is in the simplification of life, in cutting out some of the distractions. But how? Total retirement is not possible. I cannot simply inhabit a desert island. I cannot be a nun in the midst of family life. I would not want to be. The solution for me, surely, is neither total renunciation of the world, nor in total acceptance of it. I must find a balance somewhere, or an alternating rhythm between these two extremes, a swinging of the pendulum between solitude and communion, between retreat and return. In my periods of retreat, perhaps I can learn something to carry back into my worldly life. One cannot collect all the beautiful shells on the beach. One can collect only a few, and they are more beautiful if they are few. My life at home, I begin to realise, lacks this quality of significance, and therefore of beauty, because there is so little empty space. The space is scribbled on, the time has been filled. There are so few empty pages in my diary, or empty hours in the day, or empty rooms in my life in which to stand alone and find myself. Too many activities and things and interesting people. For it is not merely the trivial that clutters our life, but also the important. We can have a surfeit of treasures and an excess of shells, where one or two would be significant. Arguably now, some people are having to shed much of the clutter in their lives and are doing much less than they're used to doing, and that can be quite painful. It's certainly been very painful for me not to be able to do the things I most enjoy doing, being with people, alongside people. So we're almost being forced into looking at the most beautiful things in our lives, at the things we do want to focus on. And one of the things that I have been focusing on very much is God's love. I talk a lot about God's love and his love for us all, and we won't be separated from it. But when we're feeling useless and unable to get on with what we feel we should be doing, I think it's useful to remember that we are here to be loved. There'll be plenty of time for lots of activity in the future, but let's rest in God's love. Amen.